What's up, everyone? I'm Jack Slater, aka the Comic Outlaw, and check me out on YouTube. Alright, we're getting into Fantastic Four, issue 25, The Hulk versus the Thing. Hell yes. And I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a part one and a part two. So let's get ready to rumble. Yeah. I've been waiting for this issue, I'm not gonna lie. Well, anyways, Ben's having a problem with Reed. He wants him to take his latest magic potion. And Reed's been trying to cure Thing, trying to find a way for him to go back and forth, but it's been sort of disastrous because Thing kind of turns into Ben Grimm at the oddest of times, and it sort of screws him kind of a lot, and he just doesn't. He's kind of had it. He doesn't want to take anymore until he knows that he could be human and then turn into the Thing, but he doesn't want to give up being the Thing. And plus, his girlfriend Allison, just loves him for who he is. Anyway, she shows up and she brings the newspaper in, and they begin reading it, and they find out the Hulk was replaced by Captain America and the Avengers. They'd gotten into a disagreement, but anyways, the Hulk kind of escaped, and he just smashed through a rock. He gets these two truckers and demands a ride, and he turns back into Bruce Banner. Now, if you notice, if you're reading this, it says Bob Banner, but that's a load of crap. It's an error by Stan Lee. Yes, even the great Stan Lee makes errors. But Bruce Banner. Anyways, the cops stop the truck. He gets out, thinking it's just a bum. They let him go. But he's heading off to his little secret hideout, and he's finding out the Hulk's becoming the more dominant personality and is able to change more and more without Bruce even knowing it. Now, the Avengers are right behind the Hulk, looking for him. They're hot on his trail, and they're kind of having Rick help them out. Rick Jones is, of course, the Hulk and Bruce Banner's best friend. The Hulk smashes up Banner's lab, of course, because he hasn't found a solution. It's been very frustrating. Now, he's reading the newspaper, and of course, he's discovered Captain America is a new member and decides that he needs revenge. Hops off to New York. Meanwhile, Reed faints. He kills over some kind of sickness, and they're flying him in the Fantastic car. And it seems like every time they get into this car, they always bump into something. And this time they bump into the Hulk, and he's on a rampage. The Human Torch tries to stop him because the Hulk is just not caring who he hurts or what he destroys. So it's kind of an interesting fight. The Hulk smacks the ground, and then he grabs the Human Torch and smothers him. Very interesting. But anyways, everyone's trying to scramble, figure out what to do. They make a call to the Fantastic Four. They're wondering why the rest of the members aren't out there. Thing explains that Reed's sick, but it's up to the Thing. Benjamin J. Grimm, the blue-eyed, ever-loving Thing, to go out there and try to stop the Hulk, along with Johnny Storm. But we're going to see what happens. Of course, the Invisible Girl kind of shows up, and she helps her brother. But this was very interesting, and this is kind of a test of Sue's powers. The Hulk kind of changes strategies and jumps up in the air, and she can't extend the force field that far, and it just makes her faint. The Hulk is actually more clever in this. He's not Bruce Banner's intelligence, but he definitely has a sort of meanness to him, almost like Joe Fixit. You'll find out who that is later on. Meanwhile, they begin to rumble, and although the Hulk's stronger, Thing is more savvy, Thing has more fighting experience, and Thing is quicker. And he's kind of dodging him, kind of like sticking and moving. Think of Ollie and Frazier. Ben Grimm has the speed, but Hulk just has the strength. And like I said, Thing's sticking and moving. He's trying to make him lose his temper to kind of make him lose focus. But I love how the Hulk just grabs a hold of him and throws him, and Thing just grabs the building. I mean, these two guys are powerhouses. You got to keep that in mind. Thing, even though he's not as powerful as the Hulk, he's really not a slouch. He knows how to fight. But the Hulk literally grabs the building that he's on and knocks it down. I love how he slams Thing into the ground, thinking that it's pretty much over for him. And this, you got to give credit to Thing. He thinks on his feet. He grabs some electrical cables and kind of hands them to the Hulk. Now, Reed's trying to kind of get up, trying to help. He doesn't want to leave his friend, in the lurch, but It's the way it is. Reed just passes out, and he has no choice but to give in to the virus. Now, these two guys are fighting. These are the Yancey Street Boys. They have a plan to kind of hit Hulk with the back of the truck and throw him into the river, but instead they end up getting both of them, and it takes them underwater. Now, of course, Hulk has the advantage here. He has bigger lungs, and he's trying to wait out Thing, but Thing kind of uses a judo chop and gets on a speedboat. And I kind of just love this, how Hulk's just chasing him and things all, I'm glad this thing turns on a dime. All happy. And you gotta give it up for Benjamin J. Grimm. Even though he's being chased by an insane green monster, he can keep his sense of humor. Well, they continue into the scrap, and they kind of get on a oil rig, I think, and Thing is just throwing down metal at him, trying to get him off balance, and Thing kind of uses all of his power in one move and wraps him around this metal Catskill thing, with these cables, and he's holding on to him for dear life. But he knows that he's not going to be able to hold on forever. The Hulk seems to have almost unlimited strength. So Thing's trying to figure out what his next move is going to be. Meanwhile, Reed is sick. And like the doctor said, it's some kind of virus from some kind of microbes or something. Why don't we just call it space herpes? But anyways, we're finding out in the army, they're moving in. And of course, Hulk busts through it. And this is just wonderful art right here. Just busting out, and Thing is kind of at the end of his ropes. Hulk just knocks him right out. And instead of beating him up anymore, trying to kill him, he wants to settle his score with the Avengers. The Ben Grimm and the Fantastic Four have no interest for him. He's continuing on his rampage. He's continuing to stomp out New York. And who will stop him? Well, the military shows up, but they're not going to be much luck against them. The Hulk will smash right through them. But Ben Grimm is on his feet. And like he said, he's going to try to stop the Hulk or die trying. What's going to happen? Will the Hulk level New York? We'll find out the next time, and I will catch you on the flip side.